that would be great. But I think I think we should start with a wiggle break, which is the other name for the dance that Peter's been referring to. So I have my own hashtag. It's called Wiggle Break Wednesday. And it's Wednesday. So I think we need to wiggle break. So can I invite you all to stand up? Because we've all been sitting down for quite a while. Amazing. Just roll the shoulders, shake out the wrists, basically whatever it needs a stretch it, wiggle it. And okay, so that's the wiggling, and there is some awesome wiggling and some serious dad dancing there, Pete. Okay, and then the magic happens when you sit back down again, consciously check in with your posture. So don't go straight back into the keyboard slump, the lounge or the lean or whatever it is else that you might have been doing. Consciously reset your posture, and that is how the magic happens. That's the magic of a wiggle break. Now, I wanted to explore a bit more about why I'm so passionate about this. So if there is a slide ready to launch.
Yes, we can, mate.
That is amazing. Right. So on your Zoom control panel, you will have somewhere a little grey pencil and the word annotate. Can you see it? Everybody got it?
No, so I'll tell you exactly where it is. It's above the button that says mute on the far left, and it's actually a green button on my.
Oh. Has everybody got it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Right, if you click on that, it'll give you the option of stamp. Can you see on mine it's a little tick and the word stamp. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the cross. Actually, so quick show of hands, how many of you, are you all home-based, or do you have office spaces as well? Or shout out home and office?
Home.
Home.
And
okay.
home.
Okay, for those, so put a green tick, use the tick, which will come out green, for anywhere you experience pain or discomfort when you're working at home. And for those of you that are office-based, then use the cross for anywhere you experience pain and discomfort when you're in the office. And if you do both, because sometimes they're different. Look at this. Look at
this. This is so much fun. Right, left.
Oh my goodness. This skeleton is in serious trouble. You're still going. Okay.
Somebody's just put a cross over the lot.
Too much pain. That is stunning. So why could somebody take a screenshot of this, by the way, because it's if you think we're a relatively small group of people, and look how much, I call this creating a pain map. Look how much pain and discomfort as a collective that we are experiencing at our workstations. I mean, this is why I do what I do, because this is that's a lot of pain and discomfort, and there's some really magic stuff that we can do to help to reduce this. So that's my mission, is to get rid of these ticks and these crosses, and just make everyone more comfortable. And if you're more comfortable, you're more productive as well. Amazing. Have we got a screenshot? And then I'll stop.
Yeah,
we've got a screenshot.
Got a couple.
Stick.
I love the ouch.
Okay, so did everybody get the memo about bringing something that weighs around 1 kilogram? Well, for those of you who got the memo and brought something, this is your moment. Okay, if you've got something weighing about 1 kilogram, grab it. I've got a bag of sugar. Oh, intrigued. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to scroll through the gallery because I really want to see what people have brought. Amazing. Oh, I'm loving the creativity.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so I have a question for you. obviously you're a really brainy bunch of people because you've got the intelligence to know that this is the place to come and hang out. But what do you think the average human head weighs in kilograms? So get hold of your kilogram, think, right, that's 1 kilogram. How many of those do you think the average human head weighs?
Do you want us to put this in a chat?
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
I mean, surely it can't be much more than that. Oh, okay. Apparently it can.
No Googling.
Thanks,
no
gang.
Googling,
Thanks,
don't
gang.
cheat.
10? Darren, how big is your head? Don't answer that.
Brains are very heavy.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean, personally speaking.
I have to say, I wouldn't know the answer to this without having worked with Mr. Floyd, because it comes into our videos as part of his manual handling and manual handling your own body weight.
Absolutely.
What's your
Absolutely.
answer then?
Okay, so we've got a great range of answers, quite a lot clustered around the right answer, which is 5. Okay, so 5 kilograms. So if you heft your kilogram and you think 5 of those. So if I asked you, if I stacked those 5 bags of sugar in your hands and said, right, I hold that for 8 hours today, what would you be saying to me quite quickly?
Don't want to do that.
No,
Not
thanks.
going to do that. It's getting tiring. It's getting heavy.
It hurts.
Yeah. Okay. So hold that thought. I'm sure that if I could, see you all, which I can't because I'm on Spotlight. Absolutely, evolution does have some design defects. You're so right, Gail. But we don't help it. Okay, now I'm sure that all your postures are fabulous all the time. But if you imagine I was in a different Zoom room, what kind of postures do you think I typically see? Can you?
A lot of hunched over.
Yeah, a bit of a hunching and slumping.
Hunchy neck. Yeah.
Anything else?
Like crossed legs, and I often put my leg underneath my body, my bum.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, legs do all kinds of things. They kind of, people stretch them out, they tuck them under, they hook them back around the chairs, all kinds of stuff. Oh, can I just say that's often counterbalancing your body weight, but that's anything else?
Twisting and leaning over to one side.
Yes, absolute classic.
Have we had slouching?
We've had slouching, but honestly, slouching happens so much that, putting slouching back out there is great. And is anybody a lounger? The whole anyone like that? No loungers in the room.
We're all hunchers in this room. By the sounds of it.
Oh, it looks like Darren's a lounger. He just put his hand up.
I lounge.
You're a lounger. Any leaners? Yeah.
Tucking the phone between the ear and the shoulder whilst typing, doing this.
That one. Oh, that's a killer. Yes. And now with the technology we've got, are we still doing this? But yes, I still see this absolutely. My screen's over here, so my neck's never straight. I'm always over here. And the final one I'm going to offer to you is the wearing your shoulders like earrings, which is quite a common posture. Okay, so the one that came up the most was the slouching and the keyboard slumping. So where's my head right now?
Forwards.
Okay, so those 5 kilograms, they're not only just heavy, now they're leaning forward. So all the muscles, tendons and ligaments in my neck, my back, my shoulders are now just firing off, just trying to hold up the weight of this 5 kilograms, okay? And when I start to add in my upper body as well, then I'm carrying my own body weight. In reality, for most of us, the heaviest load we ever carry around is our own body weight. Now, evolution has helped us out. It's designed our spines in a natural S-shaped curve. And when we can sit or stand in that natural S shape, with our head stacked over our shoulders and over our hips and then over our knees and ankles if we're standing, we're actually having to work the least hard to hold ourselves up. And that's what I call neutral posture, because we're in that neutral position. But how much time do we actually spend in neutral? Okay, we've all talked about the keyboard slump. I'm saying that our spines are C-shaped, but think about you've just walked into a coffee shop and you look around and everyone's sitting there with their coffee and their phone. What shape do you think those people are? Are they S-shaped?
No.
No.
They're C-shaped.
That's C-shaped, absolutely. I have this theory that we are going from S-shaped, that the next phase of our evolution is going to be C-shaped, because we spend so much of our time C-shaped. Phones, things with, you know, small screens and keyboards just encourage us to close down and around them. And we're so connected. You know, we're so connected to our devices. We spend so much time doing this. So my top tip to you is be more S-shaped, ditch the C-shaped, be more S-shaped. And what we're aiming for at our workstation is that our chair just I haven't got time this morning to talk us through chair setup, but if anyone wants to know more, you know, come and find me. But what we're aiming for is that the chair just gently nurtures us there. So when we're resting against the chair, we're supported in that neutral posture. But typically what I see is, oh, you can't see the back of my chair. I see somebody's body here and the back of the chair over here, just not giving them any help at all. So when you need to rest, you have to lean over here and end up being a bit of a lounger. So one of the amazing things that you can do for your body is think C-shaped, think neutral posture. And I'm going to say the words again because it's important. It's head over shoulders, over hips. That's what we're aiming for when we're standing and when we're working. I'm just going to ask you one more time. I know we've done a wiggle break. Would you stand one more time for me? Amazing. Now, according to NASA, please take a seat again. According to NASA, you just did something amazing for your body. Now, NASA research, there's an incredible scientist called Joan Vernikos, who was the director of NASA's Life Sciences division in the 90s. And they did lots of work in looking at, you know, we all know, we've all heard about the negative health effects for astronauts experiencing no gravity, but they kind of turned it on the head and looked at what are the benefits for us who spend most of our time in a gravity-based lifestyle. What are the benefits for us against working against gravity? Now, you might have heard the term that sitting is the new smoking. You know, there's this sort of, our sedentary lifestyle has had massive health benefits. These are different from fitness benefits. This is about health effects. So there's all kinds of negative health effects associated with our really sedentary lifestyles. But the research from NASA has indicated that if you could just stand up twice an hour for every waking hour, you will massively offset some of those negative health effects. How amazing is that? It's not hard, it's not expensive. All you have to do is stand up. This got me so excited. I completely geeked out on this, and I could talk about it for hours, but you all need to, you know, you all need to get on with the day job. So I'm going to zip it there, but it's amazing. So the wiggle break is one way of doing it, and the magic of the wiggle break is it's a movement, it's a stretch, it gets your circulation going, and when you sit down again, you consciously reset your posture, so you don't immediately go back into the cross-legged keyboard slumper that you may have been before you had a wiggle break. Find any way that you can to build movement into your working day. And remember, if all you can do is just stand up, you've still done something amazing for your body. I think that's probably a good place to stop.
Fabulous.
Well done. That was amazing.
Thank you.